So right now I'm in a place that you might not know by name, but you've probably seen in some of your favorite movies. Kong was filmed here, Jurassic Park was filmed here, Lost was filmed here, Jumanji was filmed here. So many movies were filmed in this beautiful location called Kualoa Ranch. What you might not have noticed is that there's some drones behind me, right here, that film in 4K and we're gonna be reviewing today. So thanks for Kualoa Ranch for having me out here. Let's get started. So you might be thinking to yourself that this looks more like an egg than a drone. It's actually called the PowerEgg and is made by a company called PowerVision. It's the same company that did the underwater drone that we reviewed in Cancun, so they make some pretty sweet stuff. This particular drone does have some propellers. They pop out of the side like this. And today, I haven't flown this a whole lot, and the wind's cooperating with us, and we're in one of the most beautiful places on the planet, so this should be pretty fun. The camera is mounted on the bottom. It's a 4K and it can spin in 360 degrees. And it should have some landing gear. Let's fly this thing. So Kualoa Ranch is situated on the north end of the island, and if you remember from World War II, when Pearl Harbor was attacked, the planes came from the north side of the island. So during World War II, in order to defend the north side of the island, the Army kind of commandeered Kualoa Ranch for a minute and built some huge guns right here by this bunker that could launch projectiles 5 miles into the ocean. Luckily, they never had to be used during World War II, but it's nice that the protection was there. So the guns have since been removed from Kualoa Ranch after the martial law ended, and the same martial law that built both of the turrets up here on the top of the mountain also commandeered an airstrip on Kualoa Ranch where the planes could take off. And it was built out of this metal grate, which allowed the planes to take off over, like, you know, the dirt, even if it was muddy and stuff. But it was nice because after the war ended and the martial law ended, they were able to pull that metal grate up, pack up, and move out and give the land back to Kualoa. So inside the bunker there's a whole lot of rooms, and they have kind of the rooms dedicated to different movies. So Jumanji was filmed here, and I think this guy has a pretty good haircut. Before Kualoa Ranch was a place to film epic blockbuster movies, they grew sugarcane here, and this was a sugar mill behind me, but it turned out not to be as profitable as they wanted. So they switched to, you know, having cattle here and stuff like that. But then when movies realized how beautiful Kualoa Ranch is, that's when they started making the big bucks. And when the big budget films aren't actively shooting, there's four-wheeler rides, there's horse rides, there's bus rides, and you can see all the different movie sets that are here on Kualoa Ranch, including the scene from Jurassic World where the Indominus Rex escaped from that enclosure. That's here on the island too, and it's still here for the people who come visit Kualoa. Last year, Dan and I from What's Inside came out and filmed a video on his channel inside of that enclosure. Alright, so there's actually a lot of parts to this drone. It looks like an egg as it is right now. What we're going to do is we're going to pop the arms out. There's 4 of them with the 4 propellers. And then this base capsule pops off, and that's what protects the gimbal at the bottom of the camera. It's got a little piece of foam here. Keeps the gimbal from shaking around. And then if we want the legs to extend, first we have to turn the drone on. And then if you press the power button 3 times, the legs should extend all the way down to the bottom. Now when you're flying the drone, the legs will automatically retract up into the drone until you're coming down to land, and sometimes they pop out automatically so you can land, otherwise there's a button on the controller. And we have the Wi-Fi adapter right here. And then to retract the legs back into the drone, I'm going to press the button 3 times, and it should pull the legs in tight. Kind of a lot of steps going on, but it looks sweet. And then to collapse the arms back in, there's this little tab right here at the bottom, and I'll take the propellers, pinch them inside, and it keeps the whole thing in a tight, compact little compartment. And it's an egg again. It's kind of, you know, it's the first of its kind, and it's hard to compete with DJI, but it's nice that PowerVision is making something unique and bringing some diversity to the drone marketplace. And if you're ever out here on Oahu in Hawaii, Kualoa Ranch is one of the must-see locations. It seriously is one of my favorite places. I will link their YouTube channel here, as well as their Instagram account in the video description. It's worth going to check out. Thanks a ton for watching, and I will see you around.